Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Yes, sir, audible.
Yeah, great. So, volunteer kindly request to participant. Ask them to join the session. Okay. Who is the volunteer in this session?
Sir, me and Partha.
What's your name? I am not able to see your name. Avinav
Siddhant.
Siddhant. Okay. Siddhant. Okay. So we should start now, or we should wait 5 more minutes. Let them join. So, very good morning to all. Today, I am Dr. Anand Agrawal, a faculty from IIIT Kota. So, in this session, I am going to discuss some of the module which will primarily used in the wireless communication. Initially, then we will slowly move on the one or two module of the 5G or the upcoming next generation of the wireless communication technology. Okay, so before moving to the detailing of the MedLab, we have to discuss about what is 5G technology and why we need to the 5G technology, whereas presently we are using the 4G. 5G basically stands for the fifth generation of the wireless technology. So I will go through the history of the wireless communication technology. The first mobile, or we can say cellular communication, was launched or come into the market in the year of 1980. That technology or generation is called the first generation. In that generation, we are only able to make a voice call. We will not able to transfer the data or video and so on. In that technology, People are using AMTS and THE technology. Then later on in the late 1990, the second generation of the mobile technology come into the market, and this technology we can also able to transmit a message also. Previously it was only for the voice. Now in the second generation we can transmit the voice and messages also. In this technology, people using GSM scheme technology. In the beginning of 2000, but the data rate of the 2G technology is not as much high, so that we can transmit our video or photos. At the same time, the security features of 2G technology were not so prominent. That's why people do some modification and adopt some technology, and we shift some other frequency spectrum. In the year of 2000, the third generation of the mobile communication come into the picture. This technology basically used a WCDM, wide code division multiple access, BIMAS. This type of technology people are this third generation uh, industry have used. And in this technology we will able to transmit our video, our voice, our data, and the Wi-Fi come into the picture. But the major drastic change is happened in the year of 2010, when the 4G, fourth generation of mobile communication come into the picture. And in this technology, it has changed the paradigm of the communication industry. We have achieved a much higher data rate. The technology they are using is also very much different, and we can able to transmit our voice, data, MMS, live streaming, and so many things we are experiencing now. The presently we are experiencing the fourth generation of wireless technology. Okay, so and as we are know, the demand is growing, and the upcoming future is purely on IoT, smart digital India. So we need a lot of data speed, so that the upcoming technology can cover more and more users. So in that case, people are expecting the fifth generation of the wireless technology. It was supposed to come into the picture in India, especially in the year of 2020. But because of some reason and government yet not finalized their spectrum, so in India we are expecting up to the in this year, late of this year or early of the next year, we will experience the fifth generation of wireless technology. Whereas in the rest of the world, this technology already been launched. In the China, in the US, in the Canada, some of the country already experiencing the fifth generation. Even though India is not having defined their spectrum, what the Indian telecom company like Jio, Airtel, they have already demonstrated their fifth generation technology. So this is the history of the wireless technology. So this is the some kind of application we will use in the first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth, and fifth. Presently, we are here in LTE, long-term evaluation. We can easily use so many social media platform. We can easily transmit a video. We can do the live streaming. But the upcoming future is this. So to cater this demand, we need a something very new is technology and the new spectrum. So this is the technology wide and data wide specification. In the first generation, we can we can transmit our data in the rate of 2.4 kbps per second. In the second generation, we can transmit our data in the speed of 14 kbps. In the third generation, 3 mbps, and presently the fourth generation, the 100 mbps. The data rate mainly define the speed, how fast you can upload your data, you can download your data. This is the speed. The data rate mainly tell about the speed, okay, and the bandwidth, all those things. So why we need a 5G generation? This is the growth trajectory of the mobile data traffic. We can see here in the year of 2020, they recently passed, the data traffic means how much data traffic B people can impose in the network is around 40 exabyte per month. Yes, Chandrensu, please mute yourself. Yes. So this is the data growth in the year of 2000. In the year of 2020 to 2020, the demand was 40 exabyte. Whereas it is expected almost double in the year of 2022. So the growth, this is the exponential growth. To cater this growth, we need a technology which can easily cater this demand. That's why the present 4G generation is not as much able to handle this demand. Okay, so that's why we need a fifth generation. The first reason is growth, the demand. The second reason, the global number of internet user and the devices. In the year of 2020, in the globe, there is a 22 billion internet devices, active internet devices, and 4.5 billion population is using the internet. Presently the world population is around more than 7 billion, and 4.5 billion people are using internet. So there is a still 2.5 billion population is still not using the internet. So there is a huge scope, and it is expected in the next 3-4 year, the next 1.5 billion, around 1 billion people will add in the internet user category. So the growth in the data traffic, the growth in the population who will use the internet, and the number of devices. So next 3 year, more than 7 billion devices will add in this watch basket. So yeah, definitely, Subhas, the 4G speed you are getting is not high, because here I am talking about the theoretical speed, and the practically we may achieve up to the 100 kbps in the downloading speed, whereas in the LAN or some direct cable connection, it may be some 10 mbps speed we may achieve, but the theoretically, the scientist, the researcher has found the 100 mbps speed they can achieve, but because of some practical limitations we cannot achieve. So that's why in India specifically the rate is quite low. So this is the second reason, the number of active users and the connection. Now number of connection per capita in the India, or I will say Asia, in the Asia, per person has two connection, and in the year of 2023 it will be three. So if we talk about the in country, suppose we have a 1.3 billion population, so presently we have around 2.5 billion connections, and it will reach up to 4 billion connections in the next 3-4 years. So this is the geographical wise, the per capita connection. So you will see here, as we know, the Northern American part and the European countries are considered to be the developed country. Not only considered, they are definitely the developed country. So that's why we can see here At that place, the one user will have more than 8 devices, internet devices, and it will reach in the year of 2023 the 13 devices. So each user will operate a 13 device, which have the mobile phone, the laptop, the desktop, the iPod, or so many things. So the demand, the growth, and here is the speed. The presently, if we talk about, this is the 23 Mbps. In the 2020, you will see that globally the data speed is around 23 Mbps we are achieving presently. And there is in the Asia there is a 24, there is a Latin America there is a 15, there is a Northern America, definitely US, Canada, there is a 35 Mbps per second, the European country 21, the Middle East 13. So definitely you will see here in the Middle East part, or you can say the Africa part, the data is not as much high because the technology at that place people are using, they haven't have as say the 4G technology, they are still using the second generation. That's why the average, there is a big difference between the global average, that is 23.5 Mbps and 13.5. So we have to increase this part also. Okay, so we are expecting the projected data rate speed in the 2023 is around globally is 45. So just almost double we want to expect. Whatever data speed we are expecting, experiencing now, that may be double. Yeah, how we predict the upcoming years of speed. The reason of that, because in the upcoming years, the people are trying to adopt the fifth generation of technology, and the way are the people are using the second generation, they move on the third generation, fourth generation. Okay, so people will upgrade their self. If they are using presently, they are using the second generation, the definitely the developed country will adopt the fifth generation of technology. The underdeveloped country will adopt the fourth generation, and the country who don't have, they don't have the access, or they are using the second generation, they will switch on the fourth generation. So definitely in all the paradigms, they will upgrade their technology, the next generation, they will switch to the next generation. So as a result, the data speed is increased. So you will see here in the Middle East, presently this is the 13 Mbps, and we are expecting in the 2023 it will 24, which is equivalent to the presently Asia is achieving. So presently in the Asian continent, we are experiencing the fourth generation. So that's why we are getting the 24 Mbps speed. But see here in the Middle East, they are experiencing 13 Mbps. So in the 2023, the may be possible that that country will reach at that position where the Asian country has presently. So that's why the speed we can predict. Definitely we can predict, there is a prediction model. That's why we can predict. And here is the most popular social media site. The most of the Indian person who investor are spending so much time on the social media. So there is some statistic about the active users. Definitely Facebook is leading from the all the others of social media platform, and presently it has a 2.6 billion active users. 2.6 billion active user you can assume just double the Indian population. Presently we can experiencing around 1.3 or 1.35 billion population, so it will be doubled. YouTube, it has a 2 billion active users. WhatsApp approximately is 12, or we can get equal 2000 populations, 2000 both 2 billion. But this is the statistic you can see here. This is the huge potential. That's why we need a fifth generation. And in the fifth generation, in the present fourth generation, whatever spectrum we are achieving, we are using, we have to get a new spectrum. So that's why the scientist is working over the different spectrum. They are using some technology working over the 6 gigahertz spectrum. Some technology is working around 20 to 30 gigahertz. Some technology is working around around 60 gigahertz. So there is a different spectrum people are using or researching. And the country which have already experiencing the fifth generation of technology like China, US, Canada, South Korea, the most of the country they are using around 28 gigahertz spectrum. 28 to 30 gigahertz spectrum they are using for the fifth generation. Whereas in the present 4G, they are using 2.1 gigahertz frequency spectrum. So definitely as we move on the higher frequency, as we move on the higher frequency spectrum, so definitely data rate will increase because in the higher frequency spectrum, we have a higher bandwidth. And we know the Shannon capacity formula C is equal to bandwidth lot to base of SNR. So as we get the higher bandwidth, we can achieve higher data rate. So that is why this is the new suggested or proposed frequency spectrum that is potentially used in the upcoming technology 5G technology, or in India definitely upcoming, and the most of the country they are still using. So this is the proposed 5G spectrums. The key features, three key features of the 5G technology. It has a potential, to accommodate a 1 million at user in a square kilometer area. So the density, the potential, the 5G, it can accommodate more users in the given area. It has much smaller latency. Latency means delay. Once you once you transmit your data, the time taken to reach to the destination is called the delay. How much delay it take to send your data from transmitter to the receiver? How much time it take? That is called latency. जितना कम डिले हो जा उतना अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस आप करोगे. So in the 5G it has a very small latency, approximately equal to the 1 millisecond. And the catching factor is the proposed 5G technology. People will experience a 10 gigabyte per second. This is the biggest catch point. Can you imagine this? It means it means a movie of size 10 gigabit you can download in a second. 10 gigabit movie size you can download in a second. The Jio in the month of September